Hey guys, welcome back to 4-Wheel Drive is Life. Today I'm going to introduce you a new camper, a new truck camper on the market. I know that if you're a follower of my channel, you probably know I had a Xtrusion Overland bed rack on my Toyota Tundra. I loved it a lot because it was able to be mounted around the soft topper I had, and it worked really well for me. And since I downsized to a Toyota Tacoma, I was contemplating the idea of my truck setup. Since the Tacoma is mainly going to be for camping trips, instead of a rock crawler, I'm not going to put a much larger tire on it, probably just one size up, 32-inch tires. And also I'm trying to figure out a bed solution, right? Like either a Xtrusion Overland bed rack, something like the XTR1 that I used to have on my Tundra, or and then put a rooftop tin on it, or XTR3, or even a crossbar, the X-Bars crossbar from Xtrusion Overland. Basically, they started with this bed rack that's made out of extruded aluminum. That worked really well in terms of modularity and rigidity, and the design is super solid. I had no problem with the Tundra having that and going off-road, and no rust because it's all aluminum parts. So I used to rock that on my Tundra, and I wanted that for my Tacoma as well. However, right before I made the decision of purchasing another one, I found out that I heard from their owner that they had a new product coming. Lo and behold, it's the all new XO.SKELETON. Nice name, by the way, no pun intended. XO Xtrusion Overland Skeleton, right? Like it's almost like a 3-in-1. It's literally like a 3-in-1 camper. You can start with a bed rack system, which is different from their XTR1 or XTR3. The bed rack looked like this. And then you can add the enclosure panels around it to make it enclosed and safe from the environment. Also, you can add a camper on top. With a camper on top configuration, you can actually enter it from the inside of the cab, which is very good, just like in other companies like Go Fast Camper or Super Pacifica. However, being modular, you don't have to drive all the way across the country to a handful of their site that does the installation. They can be shipped to your door for $200 to $600, which is pretty good. Each panel can be opened individually, unlocked, really great design, and they can also be used with the moly panel or the metal plate that's designed with it. I believe that's part of the XTR or XTR families. Can be interchangeable. This is really awesome. Being able to access it from inside, so you don't need a ladder anymore, and it's safer that way. When you have to go to potty at night, you're just climbing down from the bed and do your business in the first floor. The price is launch price for mid-size truck, full size. Okay, let's say I'm speccing this for my Tacoma, right? My Tacoma is a mid-size, which is the first table. If I wanted a bed rack only, it's a short bed. Another key thing is they have two different height, 15 and 21. With the 21, it's camper compatible. With 15, it's not. So with 15, it's just either going to be a rack or a enclosure topper. For the 21-inch, that's what I want. That's $2,300 plus the topper, which is the enclosure, $1,500, and then plus the short bed camper, $4,100. So I can see the pricing example here. That's exactly what I need. Okay, so that has the camper option in there. Total $7,900 plus only $240 shipping, which is very great. Let's see what they have. Oh, that's the picture. See, that's the full height enclosure topper. and that's with the camper added on top. This is very nice in my opinion. See how it's made of extruded aluminum for each side, and also I believe this is an aluminum part that's served as a joint, very rigid. I'll show you the spec later. And one switch or one handle open. Oh wow, this is very great. I can actually change it, configure it to like different settings as I wanted. What else? Oh, you can actually do a rack with a camper on top. That's also very neat. Now the pre-order, I believe now you can pre-order it. They are, I believe right now they're at Overland Expo West for the weekend, for Friday and the weekend. So if you're interested, stopping by and check them out. What are the weight and cargo capacity or capability? Okay, great. The weight for the camper, 350 pounds. The weight for the rack, 80. For the enclosed rack, aka topper, 160 pounds. I'm pretty sure this is for the mid-size. It's only going to vary a little bit for the full-size trucks. Okay, so the loading capacity, dynamic load 500 pounds as bed rack. 400 pounds as the topper, so that extra or that 100 pound decrease is probably the enclosure, the weight of the enclosure. And 200 pound in camper mode. So even with the full camper mode, you can still store 200 pounds on top of your roof, on top of your camper, which is good enough. I personally am not gonna put anything on top other than maybe a solar panel. On it to the outside window. Okay, so there's options for the window, awning, mounts, molded place, etc. Being extruded aluminum, it's very easy to adapt to even DIY your own parts. So yeah, sky is your limit. Panels are sealed for water intrusion using perpendicular T-slot mounted seals. That's awesome. And using T-slot as water drain. Unique cable management. You can actually run cable inside of the channel here, of the joints. See, that picture I believe is taken on a 3rd gen Tacoma, which is what I have right now. And that's the full height, and it will clear the antenna fin, no problem. Looks very solid. Can't wait to have that on my truck. I'm definitely gonna go with this. So that is gonna be very good for camping, for sure. Because I used to camp in the soft topper with my son, and having a back problem, that crawling in and out is probably not gonna be optimal for me. Sleeping in a bigger rooftop tent camper is it's gonna be very comfortable and back friendly. See, they even have the gusset right here. I can't wait to see the product. I'll probably have the product by July, August-ish. Click here to configure, put a deposit. Yeah. If you haven't heard of them, please check them out. I used to be a fan of Go Fast Camper, but then I just don't feel like driving all the way across the country to their site and get it installed. The fuel alone is $1,000, and even if you wanted to sell it, you can't really take them apart. It's just the whole thing, and it's just a lot of, not flexible. But this one, I can literally build it in my truck bed, which is awesome. I'm definitely going to update you on the process of installation that I will be doing of this camper and how it works in terms of comfort, reliability, design, and the most important one for me is the weatherproofing. I know Go Fast Camper and Super Pacifica have some kind of water intrusion. Whenever it rains, there's water puddling somewhere here in the channel, or when the rooftop tent is up, there's holes in the canvas that will go in, but we'll see how the Xtrusion Overland solved that problem. I'm very confident with this company because just from my experience for the XTR1 bed rack on my Tundra, it's a solid product. So I I have confidence, I have faith in them. If you're interested, I'll be providing a code for my channel to be used on Xtrusion Overland website. So maybe when if you really wanted it, you try my code and even with a pre-order, see if that works. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.